For this project, we decided to look into an important mafia organization in Japan referred to as the Yakuza. We made this project in order to educate and bring awareness to people on Yakuza organizations and how they are able to be such a huge influence in Japan to this day. Uh, Most people believe, or first we went over the history just to give a background knowledge for people on like what the Yakuza are, which many of them believe that they have ties and descend from the lowest social class of the samurai groups. And like the word Yakuza itself in the Japanese language essentially means good for nothing. Lots of Yakuza were gamblers and started a tradition of getting the large colorful back tattoos as seen in modern Yakuza. And we had mainly three research questions that we looked into. The first one was, what are the Yakuza doing now? Which we showed that since 2011, the government has started to crack down on the Yakuza businesses, and they aren't allowed to operate as freely as they once were, like in the 1980s. They're starting to do more international work involving drugs and guns rather than extortion money, and it's still hard for police to be able to catch them doing illegal work in Japan.
Yeah, so that brings us to why the Yakuza are still around. Um, so lots of Japanese people feel that the Yakuza are, quote, a necessary evil. Some view them as a Robin Hood-like figure due to their historic roots and their ability to do jobs that no one else wants to do. So, for instance, they helped out recently with the Fukushima incident and provided workers and a workforce for dangerous jobs that otherwise no one would have taken. In fact, 63% of people still support the activity as of 2018. So that's the general populace. For a while, the Yakuza have seen as almost a good thing for the country. Many people believe that the massive organization um, of the Yakuza uh, is like, many people believe that the massive organization of the Yakuza deters like smaller, disorganized, petty crime from happening. Um, they believe that like it's way better to have like organized crime that you can control and the government can keep an eye on than small little petty crimes and unorganized stuff. People think that it would be better to have the big organization they can watch over. um, so that sort of leaves us to how long are the Yakuza really going to be around. um, and the amount of Yakuza are dwindling, and it appears like they might be on their last legs. Um, down from their peak in 1960, they had 184,000 members, but now they have only about 30,000 current members in 2018. Thanks in large part to crackdowns by Japanese government and people's attitudes about Yakuza changing. The traditional Yakuza that have been around for almost 200 years might be disappearing, replaced by international organizations and an increase in petty crime. But I mean, we'll just have to wait and see if that's actually the case.